Hey, picture this. It's a crisp fall morning. I'm sipping coffee on my porch, and out of nowhere, this bulldozer roars up, tearing into the old stone bridge that's been the heart of my family's lake house for generations. Leading the charge is Linda Carver, our HOA president, clutching her neon green clipboard like it's a badge of honor, shouting through the dust, "This is public property, Jack. Clear out." I'm standing there, holding my deed, waving it like a flag, but she just smirks. No HOA approval. It doesn't exist. That moment, folks, that's when I knew this wasn't just about a bridge, this was war. My name's Jack Riley, and let me take you back to how a simple property dispute turned into the fight of my life. One that ended with federal agents knocking and Linda learning the hard way that you don't mess with history. So let's rewind. I inherited this lake house on Cedar Lake back in 2018 from my grandpa, a place we've owned since the 60s. It's got this gorgeous stone bridge, built in 1927, connecting the house to the main road. Think ivy-covered arches, the kind of thing you'd see in a postcard. It's not just pretty. It's on the National Historic Register, protected since '89 after my grandpa fought off some shady developers. When I moved in, the Cedar Grove HOA was just getting started, and Linda, a former real estate lawyer with a perm and a chip on her shoulder, got elected president. She seemed fine at first, always buzzing around with that clipboard, measuring fences, chatting about community vibes. I figured, cool, she's just keeping things tidy. I was focused on turning the lake house into a rental, dreaming of fishing with my kids someday, not picking fights with neighbors. Trouble started 3 months ago when Linda showed up at my door, her laser pointer zipping across my bridge like she was CSI. "Jack," she says, all syrupy, "your bridge is 28 feet from the road. HOA rules say 30. It's gotta go." I'm like, "Linda, this thing's been here for 90 years. I've got the deed, the surveys, everything." I spread out the papers, thinking this is a misunderstanding, but she just scribbles on her clipboard, hands me a yellow violation notice, $400 a day until I fix it. Fix a century-old bridge? Where am I supposed to move it? Narnia? She gives me this pitying smile. "Welcome to 2025, Jack. Community standards don't care about your grandpa's deals." I'm not a confrontational guy, but that tone, like she was scolding a kid, lit a spark in me. Still, I thought, okay, let's play nice, follow the rules, clear this up. For 2 weeks, I tried everything, submitted my documents to the HOA board, requested a hearing, even offered to pay for a surveyor. Nada. Linda kept piling on fines, sending nasty emails about how I was undermining the neighborhood. I'm thinking, undermining? Lady, my bridge is older than your house. But she was relentless, like she had a personal vendetta. Then came that Tuesday morning, rumbling engines woke me up. I look out, and there's Linda in a safety vest, directing a bulldozer like she's starring in her own action movie. I run out, yelling, "What the hell are you doing?" She turns, smug as ever. "Removing a hazard, Jack. You had your chance." The driver looks uneasy, muttering, "This seems old, ma'am." But Linda waves him off. "I've got the authority." And just like that, my bridge where I learned to fish, where my dad proposed to my mom, crumbles into dust. Linda's filming it all, narrating for her Instagram like she's saving the neighborhood. I'm gut-punched, watching 60 years of memories reduced to rubble, my rental business tanking with guests stranded across the lake. I called 911, not even sure what to say. My HOA just bulldozed my bridge." Officer Daniels shows up, and Linda's still there, tweeting about enforcing standards. I hand him my deed, the surveys, everything. He's flipping through, eyebrows climbing, and finally looks at Linda. "Ma'am, this bridge was on private property. You just admitted to destroying it video." Linda's face flickers, but she doubles down. "HOA rules override everything, officer." Daniels just shakes his head, like he's seen crazy before, but not this crazy. That's when I called my insurance, and my agent, Susan, nearly chokes when I tell her. "A $10 million historic bridge? Jack, this is federal. We're calling the Heritage Office." Meanwhile, Linda's out there starting a Cedar Grove Truth Facebook group, painting me as some rich jerk flouting rules. The irony? She's the one with a bulldozer and a power trip. Then comes Mrs. Evelyn Harper, my 70-year-old neighbor, a retired county clerk who's seen it all. She strolls over, takes one look at the rubble, and says, "Linda, honey, you just poked the federal bear. That bridge was protected since '89. You're in deep. Linda scoffs, but Evelyn's not done. I spent 40 years in a courthouse, sweetie. You don't tweet your way out of a felony. My son, Ethan, 16 and obsessed with drones, starts flying his DJI over the wreckage, capturing every angle of Linda's clipboard-waving chaos. That footage? Pure gold. I'm starting to realize this fight's bigger than mites about every neighbor Linda's bullied with her fake fines and power plays. I hire Rachel Lee, a federal heritage attorney who looks like she could stare down a grizzly. She dives into my case, pulling out binders of historic preservation law, saying, Jack, destroying that bridge wasn't just wrong, it's a federal crime, up to 5 years in prison. Ethan's drone videos show Linda directing the demolition next to signs screaming, historic property. Rachel's practically giddy. This is a prosecutor's dream. Meanwhile, Evelyn digs up emails showing Linda ignored warnings from the construction company about needing federal permits. Worse, she finds a paper trail linking Linda to Summit Realty, a developer eyeing lakefront properties. One email from Linda to their CEO reads, "Cut off his access. Tank the value. We'll scoop it up cheap." My blood boils. This wasn't about rules. It was a land grab. The FBI gets involved, raiding the HOA office while Ethan's drone streams it live to half the neighborhood. Linda's out front, tweeting about government overreach, oblivious to agents hauling out her computer and that damn clipboard. They find a $40,000 wire transfer from Summit to Linda, dated months before the demolition. She didn't even hide it. Her live stream from the raid? She's ranting about witch hunts, while Agent Carter reads her Miranda rights on camera. The comments section explodes with neighbors spilling their own stories. Fines for kids' chalk drawings, $100 for unapproved flower beds. Linda's Cedar Grove Truth group flips overnight, becoming a forum for everyone she's screwed over. In court, Rachel lays it all out: Ethan's videos, Evelyn's emails, and, the kicker, 30 hours of audio from HOA Treasurer Nancy, who'd been secretly recording Linda's meetings. You hear Linda, clear as day, plotting to bankrupt me so Summit could buy my land dirt cheap, then singing Sweet Caroline, like she's at a karaoke bar. The judge, a no-nonsense guy named Coleman, plays Linda's Instagram clip where she's gloating mid-demolition. He pauses it, stares at her. Ms. Carver, you're standing by a historic marker, ordering a felony. Explain that. Her lawyer stammers something about good faith, but Rachel drops the audio of Linda saying, I know it's historic, but who cares? Feds don't live here. The courtroom gasps. Neighbors testify Mrs. Harper about her grandkids' chalk, others about fake fines. It's over. Coleman sentences Linda to 18 months in prison, $2 million in restoration costs, and dissolves the HOA. The room cheers quietly as Linda clutches her clipboard, looking like it's betrayed her. But the real kicker? In the courthouse parking lot, Linda, still fuming, backs her SUV into Judge Coleman's car crunch and drives off. Ethan's drone catches it all, streaming to his TikTok, now at 600,000 followers. Cops pull her over 2 blocks away, and there's Officer Daniels again, shaking his head like, really, Linda? 6 months later, the bridge is back, better than ever, rebuilt with GoFundMe cash and federal grants. We threw a reopening party, Mrs. Harper emceed. Neighbors brought bridge-shaped cookies, and Ethan's documentary, Cedar Lake Standoff, got picked up for a film festival. Linda? She's sweeping the bridge for community service, orange vest, and all, while we added a plaque, Cedar Lake Bridge, rebuilt 2025. No HOA past this point. Looking back, I think about my grandpa, teaching me to stand up for what's ours. This wasn't just about a bridge, it was about fighting bullies who think a clipboard makes them God. Linda thought she could steamroll us, but she didn't count on a community that fights back, or a kid with a drone who turned her downfall into a viral saga. So, tell me, if some HOA tyrant came for your family's legacy, would you fight like hell in court or find another way? Drop a comment, share your story. I want to hear how you'd handle a Linda. This is Jack Riley from Michigan, and trust me, at Harper Stories, we're just getting started with tales of everyday folks taking down the untouchables. Like if you believe justice should win, subscribe for more, and let's keep these stories alive.